Crypt is like Marvel for monsters. Marvel started a generation of iconic superheroes on the comic book. Crypt is starting a generation of iconic monsters on the mobile phone, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, because that's where young people are falling in love with content now. The next generation of iconic IP is going to start here, and Crypt is the one building it. Crypt was founded in April 2015, not long after I graduated from college. So when I get to campus as an 18-year-old, the way that I consumed media was not all that different than the way my 50-year-old parents consumed media when they were my age. And when I was a senior, the freshmen really were talking about stuff like Vine stars, and they weren't just watching, clips on YouTube, they were talking about endemic YouTube talent. So between the ages of 18 and 22, I got to see the media landscape really shift. And I noticed that the media business and the media industry writ large, I didn't think caught up to the trends I had seen among my peers. And I had this friendship with Eli Roth, who's my co-founder, and we really identified scary as a market that you could create characters, and no one was doing it. Nobody was doing it.
If you look at the history of storytelling, the earliest stories we told on cave paintings, 140,000 years ago, were about sharks in the water. It's one of those things that just, from a very early age, we all think about, and it's something that just makes us human.
Scary has always been a huge part of the economic and cultural relevance of our industry. Some of the most culturally defining pieces of content have always been a part of this genre. And then economically, there's always been a dedicated audience, and there's always been the fact that the best stuff in this genre can be as culturally relevant as, New York Yankees apple pie. And I think when we're talking about what works best with Crypt, Birch. It's a gigantic tree monster that protects the innocent. We've all been bullied or sometimes been the bully. Look-see, it's a 7-foot monster that comes and takes a literal piece of you if you can't let go of your emotional baggage. We all have something we're carrying around. These are all really universal themes.
Truly, it only should be that these themes are so evergreen that all of us, that my parents, my grandparents, our audience, everyone that we work with, has a personal story that relates to what we're talking about. We're pulling these themes from comments that we see in our platforms, and we use that feedback as the critical guiding light. So we take creative big risks inside of the framework that our audience has given to us. So because of that, we're hyper adaptable, and we can pivot and turn these levers on what direction we should be going based on their feedback in real time.
When we're releasing content on Crypt, we're immediately taking the data from that content and putting it back inside of the development process of what are we learning from this? Why are people not watching this part of the video? Or why are people clicking away at this part of the video? Or why are people, on the reverse, finishing or completing this video? What is it about it here that we think that we did right? So we're always thinking about that.
I think the reason people like scary is something we all share. You've been scared, I've been scared. It's something that is truly unifying. And you can create great scary content on mobile, and consumers love it and want to watch it. Every day, our audience grows a little bit, and every day we get a little more insight. But the whole point is the business revolves around the IP. So it's about making sure the IP we've built that are beloved by millions, you can't take that for granted. It's got to stay innovative. So you got to keep the IP that's really worked, keep it fresh, keep it new, keep pushing the boundaries, build the mythology. That is the entire key to the future of the business.